Welcome to Let's Weave Beads. In this video we are going to connect our stars together and prepare to put in our stuffing. What you want is 2 flat stars. Here we have the same design, but as long as your stars are the same size, you can actually use 2 different designs if you would like. What I do, I'm going to do the right angle weave in this video. The stitch that we are using is the same one we used to connect the two or the diamonds together. I like to call it a diamond weave. So we're going to be using that same technique, but there's some differences. For example, when we connect the points and when we come to this center part here, it's slightly different. So those are the main things you'll want to watch for in this video. I'm again going to use yellow so you can see where the connecting bead is compared to the rest of the piece. So I start for the right angle weave. Well, actually, how would I do this? Because I don't normally use the right angle weave. First I would go through one point. You want the very, very top bead of your point. Of course, first lay out your two the way you want them to face once they fold, so that you know that they're laying correctly. These two are the way I want them to be, so I know they're correct. This is the top and these are the bottom, and I have them laid out just the way I want them. So first, for the right angle weave, the 1 needle stitch, you'll go through the point on one of your stars. Then you'll put on a bead, and then you'll go to the very point of the other star. And then when you're done and your 2 pieces are laying flat, your string will be coming out this way and your bead will be here. Now at this point, normally I just have some tape to hold, but I'm going to recommend a knot because of the fact that we're connecting the 2 together. It will make it more secure. So I am going to do a knot. First I do a regular. We first need a bead. First put on 1 bead and then do your knot. So first you'll do a regular knot. Well, actually with this type of threading, I think I just do a regular 2 knot. The other type of knot I do with the monofilament doesn't work as well with this. So here we're just going to do a regular double knot, but don't pull it tight yet. Just have it really close. Then you're going to slip your one in, shorter one works better, into that second bead that you put on your string, which is right next to your knot. And then we'll slip the knot inside of it. Now you want to make sure to do it in this one and not the first one you put it on, because when we come around the end we're going to want to go inside that, and the knot is most likely going to fill the bead up, so there won't be room then to go through it again. So make sure to put the knot in the second bead, which is on the side you're going to be working on. So there we have our point with its 2 beads on either side of it. Then we will go through 3 beads. If you remember how the stitch works for the little diamonds we make, you go through 3 beads on one side. Then you add 1 bead, and then going back towards where your previous bead is, you will go through 3 beads. So you'll do the 1, 2, 3, and here we need to go through that bead. I hope we can with the knot in there. Like I said, I don't use this stitch very often, so I probably will make some mistakes along the way. So let's see if that knot will let us through or not. Of course, with needles, you probably will have less issues with the knot getting in the way. Ah, it went through just fine, so we're good. And we pull that tight. And then we go through the 3 beads on this side again. Get my string to cooperate. And then we go through that 1 bead we just added. And then we do the next set. So we go through 3 beads on this side. Stuffing out of the way, and then we add a bead, and we go through the 3 beads going back towards the way we came. Then we go through that previous one that we added. And we come back up to the top one we just added. And we go through that. And we go through the 3 beads on one side. And we add a bead, and then we use the 3 beads on the other side heading back towards the previous bead that we added, and we go through that bead, and then we go through the 3 beads on the previous side, and through the bead we just added. And now we come to where the oh, wow, I actually missed adding a bead in this one. Okay, well, that'll be interesting. I'm going to add the bead now. What I did is I forgot to add a bead here. You can see it on this side. It's a little harder to see because, of course, it's black. But what you'll do is you're going to go through, it'll be 5 beads because you'll go through the 2 here, then the 1 that connects the 2 diamonds, and then the 2 on the other diamond. But on this side I'm missing the 1, so I'm going to add one sec. Get myself a black bead. Now I've added that 5th bead in there, so I have 5 beads on this side, and then we put on 1 bead, and then we go through 5 beads on the other side. So it's 2, and then the 1 bead that connected the diamonds together. And then 2, and then we go through our previous added bead, and then go through 5 again to get us back where we need to be. And then we go through the bead that we just added. And then we continue our, here's where it starts to fold. Sometimes it's easier if you fold it over to continue. Well, of course it will be once we get further on. And then you'll do 3 on this side. And then you will add 1 bead, and then you'll do 3 on the other side, going back towards the bead you just or previously added. And with the folding, it will make sometimes things a little harder, but like I said, I'm pretty sure because the needles are, of course, metal and straight, they will make some of this a little easier for you. But if you would like to try not using a needle, then this is similar to what you will be doing. And then you go through that previous bead. And then the 3 on the other side again. And then through the one you just added. And you do the next set. And it might be good when you're first starting out to constantly check to make sure that you went through the correct 3, because like with seed beads, see how this one kind of folds in? Sometimes one will try to hide from you, and you might end up going through the wrong set of beads. These ones here, of course, are rather large. So the chances of me missing one is very slim. But when working with the smaller seed beads, I have found that occasionally I will miss one, and then I will need to redo that stitch because I went through the wrong beads. And now here we have come to another point. So just like with the other end, you have your one on this side, then you'll go through one bead, which is the top point bead. You'll add, and then you'll go through the bead on the opposite side, and then you'll circle back around. And there you've completed one side from point to point, and then you just repeat the same thing until you have one side left open. So when you get to this last point here, you'll stop there, and then you'll want to go to the next video where I'll show you how to put in the stuffing and how to add or stitch up, which of course the stitch is the same. You'll just have to put in your stuffing and then hold it closed, but I will show you that in the next video. Hope to see you there.